Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that everything you thought you knew about AI was just the beginning. GPT-4 felt revolutionary, but GPT-5 is something entirely different. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a leap into a new era where artificial intelligence begins to think, learn, and act in ways we once believed belonged only to science fiction. The question isn't whether GPT-5 will change the world, it's how quickly and whether we're ready for it. You've probably seen AI generate text, write essays, or answer questions in seconds. Maybe you've asked it for ideas, business plans, or even to solve a tricky problem. But what if I told you that GPT-5 doesn't just respond anymore? It anticipates. It understands context so deeply that it feels like it knows you, your style, your needs, even your intentions before you type a single word. And that's just the start. Think back to the first time you used Chat GPT. Maybe you were amazed, maybe you were skeptical, but you felt something, a glimpse into the future. Now imagine that same feeling amplified 100 times. GPT-5's multimodal capabilities mean it doesn't just handle text. It processes images, audio, and video seamlessly in real time. You could upload a blurry photo from your phone, and GPT-5 could analyze it, identify objects, interpret emotions, and even create a high-quality, lifelike recreation. You could record a voice note, and it wouldn't just transcribe, it would detect tone, understand emotional subtext, and respond with empathy. But here's where it gets intense. GPT-5 doesn't just describe the world, it interacts with it. Through integrations with apps, tools, and connected devices, it can perform real tasks on your behalf. Need to schedule a meeting, book a trip, or negotiate a contract? GPT-5 can handle that from start to finish. It can even learn your personal preferences and adapt its decision-making style to match your values. It's not just smart, it's strategic. Of course, this raises the big question. At what point does convenience become dependence? If GPT-5 becomes the decision-maker for millions of people, are we guiding the technology, or is it guiding us? Let's talk about the upgrades that make GPT-5 so powerful. First, reasoning. While GPT-4 could simulate thought, GPT-5 takes it further with long-term memory and improved logical reasoning. It can follow a single complex project over weeks or months, remembering details from earlier conversations without you having to repeat them. This allows for truly collaborative work, where the AI can act as a consistent partner rather than a forgetful assistant. Second, adaptability. GPT-5 can dynamically switch between communication styles. Talking to a child, it uses simpler language and friendly metaphors. Writing for professionals, it adopts a precise, authoritative tone. It understands social cues better than any AI before it, making its responses feel human without pretending to be human. Third, creativity. GPT-5 doesn't just remix existing ideas, it synthesizes new ones. Musicians can hum a melody, and it will orchestrate a full composition. Writers can give it a rough plot idea, and it will generate a nuanced, engaging novel outline. Businesses can feed it market data, and it will design innovative strategies that no competitor is using yet. But the biggest leap is in real-time learning. While GPT-4 relied on a static data set, GPT-5 incorporates continuous updates from verified sources. This means it can stay current, adapt to breaking news, and provide advice based on the latest information. Imagine asking it about the stock market, medical research, or even political developments, and knowing its answer is based on the most recent data available. Now I know what you might be thinking. If GPT-5 is this capable, what does it mean for jobs, privacy, and security? These are not hypothetical concerns. In industries like law, journalism, customer service, and even software engineering, GPT-5 could automate tasks that once required teams of humans. While this could free people from repetitive work, it could also displace millions who aren't ready to adapt. And then there's the issue of trust. GPT-5's ability to mimic human communication so perfectly could make misinformation harder to detect. Deepfake videos, AI-generated speeches, and fake documents could become so convincing that even experts might struggle to verify them. When reality itself can be fabricated in seconds, how do we decide what's true? Before we go further, I want to know your thoughts. If you had GPT-5 right now, what's the first thing you would ask it to do for you? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious to see whether people lean toward productivity, creativity, or maybe something completely unexpected. All right, back to the analysis. Let's evaluate GPT-5's strengths and weaknesses. On the plus side, its processing power and contextual awareness are unmatched. It's faster, smarter, and more intuitive than anything we've seen. For business, it's a force multiplier. For education, it's a personalized tutor for every student. For creativity, it's like having a co-writer, co-director, and co-composer all in one. On the downside, its sheer capability makes regulation a challenge. Governments may struggle to set ethical boundaries before the tech advances again. And while GPT-5 is designed to avoid harmful outputs, no AI is perfect. Bias in training data, malicious use by bad actors, and unintended consequences are all risks we can't ignore. This brings us to the bigger picture. GPT-5 isn't just another AI model. It's a step toward artificial general intelligence, a system that can think, learn, and adapt across any domain. If AGI arrives, it could unlock solutions to humanity's biggest problems or amplify them. Climate change, poverty, global health, AI could help solve them faster than humans ever could. But if used irresponsibly, it could deepen inequalities, destabilize economies, and even threaten democracy. So where does that leave us? We stand at a crossroads. The future could be one where AI empowers billions, or one where power concentrates in the hands of a few who control the most advanced systems. The difference will come down to the choices we make now about transparency, accountability, and access. Here's my takeaway. GPT-5 is not just a tool, it's a partner, a challenger, and sometimes a mirror showing us our own strengths and weaknesses. The real question is not how powerful it is, but how prepared we are to use it wisely. So what happens when you don't just use AI, but when AI starts using you? Are you ready to shape the future, or will you let the future shape you? If you want to stay ahead in this conversation, subscribe right now, hit the notification bell, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. The future won't wait, and neither should you.